Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today, let's take a look at the all-new 8th generation 2026 Lexus ES350e Premium. This model is finished off in a brand new color called Wavelength, and with a few options, MSRP is just over $50,000. Now for the new ES lineup, there's the 350e, the 500e, and there's also the 350 hybrid. So if you want the gas engine, you have that option as well. Now for this model here, this has the 74.7 kilowatt lithium ion battery. It is paired to a single motor, pumps out 221 horsepower. It's front wheel drive only, and it will do 0 to 60 in the mid 7-second range with a total range just over 300 miles. Now as we work our way to the exterior, for this model, you'll notice there's parking sensors. There's also a sensor for distance pacing. With the EV models, you'll notice the flush design to give it a great look. There's also a dark housing for the headlights and high beams. There's the DRL and the turn signal just above that. You'll notice some cutouts in the lower section, and then there's also the really neat hood indentations on both sides, and then the brushed Lexus badge on top. Now there is some plastic for the lower section of the bumper, which works its way to the side skirts. This also has the standard 19-inch wheels, along with that two-tone design, regenerative braking, of course, as you would expect. And this is the only way to open up the charging port, which is on the passenger side. And of course, you can hook that up and charge this when needed, and then you have the control to close it as well. Now this has power folding side mirrors with the turn signal. There's some black trim for the window, and then the standard moonroof up top. Now as we take a step back, you'll notice the gloss black trim accent that runs through the doors, and this also has the new aerodynamic style door handles. So you have the release, of course, and the lock. You can do that with all 4 doors, of course, which is nice. You'll notice too, the steeply raked rear glass, the rear end flows nicely right into the trunk to give it a seamless look. You'll notice Lexus is spelled out with that LED bar. Turn signals are in the lower section, and then there's the backup camera and parking sensors. Now this model also has a power operating trunk lid, and the ES has a good bit of cargo space. Now the back seats do not fold down, so you just have that cutout there. It provides the vehicle with some more insulation and less road noise. There's also some tie down hooks too, so that way you can secure in all of your items. And then there's one control up top, so that way you can close the trunk. Now as we work our way to the interior, you do have a few different interior color options. This is white, as you can see. There's the electronic release, the manual release, window control, lock and unlock, storage down below, and then this model has this standard 10-speaker audio sound system. And at 5'10", I have a lot of space. You'll notice there's storage pockets, vents, and auxiliaries. I have about 1.5 inches of headroom. And then you have the armrest with storage and cup holders that pop out of the end. There's also the locking door to gain access into your cargo space, and a good bit of light for your back passengers. Now up front, you'll notice the window controls, side mirror adjustments, and then everything is identical, minus having Lexus now on the door sill. And as we hop in, this gets a leather trim steering wheel. The paddle shifters are used for the regenerative braking. There's the cruise control settings, volume tuning, Bluetooth controls, and then the new digital gauge cluster. Now if you scroll left or right, this is how you can get into these different pages here. So depending on how you want to view this information and what you would like to see, like the navigation, for example, you can pull that up. Now, it doesn't matter what screen you are on, you can still look at this information over on the left by scrolling up or down. So there's quite a lot to get into depending on what you need to see for your drive. You also have different settings to get into. So you have vehicle settings, where you can look at the charging settings and go through all of that information. And then you have a few others like the seat reminder and some buzzers there. And then you have some general settings to get into and display all of that as needed. Now this has a power steering wheel. You get memory seating adjustments for the driver. There's a dimmer switch for the gauges, trunk and hood release, one air vent, this soft touch material behind the gauge cluster. And then we made a separate deep dive video into the infotainment system. This is all new, and there is quite a lot to go through. You can even customize your home screen here, depending on how you want to view that. Get into the navigation, music, phone when you have that paired. You have some charging information, and then drive performance, driving assistance. You can go through quite a lot of settings here as needed. Now on the home screen, you can also go to the upper section there and you can quickly get into the screen brightness. You can also get into the driving assistance, so you can go through all of these as needed. Look at Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. There's even your phone when that is paired, so you can quickly pull that up. Now this also gets heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, there's temperature, fan speed, where you'd like the air to go, and a few other adjustments. Now you also have these actual buttons for the temperature, volume in the middle, some defrosters, and then there's vents, wireless charging with storage and auxiliaries. You get 2 cup holders. This model only has the backup camera, but you have those parking sensors. There's drive and park, and then auto hold and the e-brake, traction control, storage underneath. You can also open up the armrest 2 different ways, where you have some auxiliaries. You get a locking glove box, and then garage door buttons, dome lights, and controls for both the sunroof and sunshade. And then here's a look at visibility, where it's super easy to see over both shoulders. So you have quite a lot of glass for this sedan. And with it still in sport mode, here we go. And pedal to the floor. It can definitely get up and move. So this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for the latest ES model. I will also mention too that with the different driving modes, you do have some ambient lighting that will change colors. They will be the same, of course, as the driving modes here. It will be hard to see, of course, during the day, but you have those just as a nice interior feature. Now also, with this being a full EV, you have the paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. So when you push on the left paddle and you go all the way to the lowest setting, I'm going to call that 4 since we have 4 indicators there going all the way down. This will not bring the vehicle to a full stop, but you do have, in a sense, 1 pedal driving. So when you're at speed and you let off the accelerator, you can slow down much quicker. That regen braking will also help in charging the vehicle as well. And so you can use that as needed around the city, like so. I can let off and the vehicle is going to slow down. Now, if I use the paddle on the right side, we can basically go all the way to off. And when I let off the accelerator, we will just coast like in a normal ICE vehicle. So you have those settings to choose depending on the driving conditions for the day. That's not new. That has been offered in some other Lexus models. What is new is the controls on the steering wheel are actual buttons and not the ones that you just have to glide your finger to see. So I know that is going to be a big hit with a lot of customers. Everything is super user-friendly and easy to go through. Everything does exactly what it should. And there's a very small or short learning curve in order to get everything figured out. But it's just a nice daily driving vehicle. We have all the sensors, of course, that you can turn on and off, just depending on what suits you best. And it's something that is going to be very easy to drive in city situations like this. It has a very tight turning radius as well. So that way you can maneuver this very easily and just enjoy your time behind the wheel. But that is going to wrap it up for the 2026 Lexus ES350e Premium. Once again, huge shout out to Lexus for inviting me out to take a look at their lineup. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a huge thumbs up and consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.